The EU is behaving in an absolutely outrageous and malevolent manner towards the UK when it comes to Northern Ireland, but Lord Frost is nevertheless right to resist the temptation to suspend the controversial rules, Brexiteer and former MP Douglas Carswell has said. Mr. Carswell, who represented both the Conservatives and UKIP during the course of his parliamentary career, is now the CEO of the Mississippi Center for Public Policy in the States, but keeps close tabs on UK politics from across the Atlantic. And speaking in the wake of Lord Frost's remarks in the House of Lords on Wednesday, Mr. Carswell backed the Brexit minister's decision not to trigger Article 16, despite having urged Brussels to agree to renegotiate the rules from transporting goods between Great Britain and Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland Protocol is the mechanism agreed between the UK and the EU with the intention of preventing a hard border on the island of Ireland. However, critics, especially those in the unionist community, claim it has instead resulted in a border down the Irish Sea which is cutting Northern Ireland off from the rest of the United Kingdom. The bloc rapidly rejected Lord Frost's suggestion, with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen taking to Twitter to insist, "We will not renegotiate." The former MP for Clacton told Express.co.uk, "Clearly the EU is being unreasonable. And clearly, a mistake the British government made was to believe that we could count on the EU's goodwill. But by any objective measure it can't be in the interests of the European Union to make this relatively small technocratic issue," he explained. What we are talking about is the theoretical possibility that goods made in Britain would be shipped to Northern Ireland, and transported into the Irish Republic, and that this would somehow violate the sanctity of the single European market. This is a small theoretical possibility, and it can be addressed in all sorts of ways that don't require Northern Ireland to conform with EU regulatory standards. Turning his attention to the bloc's motives for its current hardline stance, Mr. Carswell said, "The fact that the EU is using this the way they are, I think, shows a malevolence by the EU and an unreasonableness. But I think Lord Frost is absolutely right, you know, we are the good guys in this, we are behaving entirely reasonably. The behavior of the EU is absolutely outrageous, but we know that we need to give them every opportunity to behave reasonably. Because if we need the wider world to understand that the EU is asking for something totally unreasonable. At the moment, people around the world might be inclined to think it's 6 of one half dozen the other and it's a squabble between two sides.